Emily walked in. Confident. Prepared. This was the interview she had been dreaming of. Downtown Chicago. 34 floors above the city. Glass walls. Leather chairs. A view of the skyline that made her feel like anything was possible. She adjusted her blazer. Checked her resume one last time. Took a deep breath. She was ready. The receptionist smiled, ushered her in. They're waiting for you. Emily stepped into the boardroom. 3 people sat across the long table. Smiles, polite nods. But then, her eyes locked on the man in the center. Her stomach dropped. It was him. Gray suit. Blue tie. Eyes that hadn't changed. Her past, sitting right there. The man who destroyed everything. Brian Keller. Her mother's former fiancé. The reason her family unraveled. She froze. Time stretched. The air thinned. He didn't look shocked. Just prepared. Like he knew this moment would come. Emily Carter, he said, nodding. Voice smooth. Controlled. Thank you for coming in. She forced a smile. Sat down. Her hands trembled beneath the table. Her voice, when she finally spoke, cracked. Thank you for the opportunity. But she wasn't here to thank him. She was here to survive him. The questions began. Standard at first. Qualifications. Experience. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? But beneath the words, tension. He watched her too closely. Smiled too long. As if waiting for her to break. She wouldn't. Not here. Not again. The moment the interview ended, she rushed to the elevator. Pressed the button. Again. And again. Doors opened. She stepped in. But a voice stopped her. Emily. She turned. He was walking toward her. Calm. Collected. Like this was just another meeting. Do you have a second? She didn't want to. But her feet stayed still. The doors closed behind her. They sat in the building's lobby. Glass, steel, silence. The hum of the city outside. He leaned forward. I imagine this was a surprise. She didn't answer. Her eyes were steel. You have questions, he said. You deserve answers. She laughed. Bitter. You think answers can fix what you broke? He looked down. I didn't leave because I stopped loving your mother. Silence. Then why, she asked. Why disappear without a word? Why shatter our family like that? He hesitated. Then finally. Because your mother asked me to. Her heart stopped. That's not true. It is, he said quietly. She found out about my past. About things I never wanted to reach either of you. She made me promise to walk away. No contact. No closure. For your protection. Emily shook her head. You expect me to believe that? He reached into his jacket. Pulled out a letter. Yellowed. Folded. Worn. She wrote this the night I left. I've kept it ever since. He handed it to her. Her hand shook as she opened it. Recognized the handwriting. Her mother's. Tears welled. That night. She read the letter. Again. And again. Her mother's words were clear. I asked Brian to leave. I asked him to disappear. To protect you from the things he couldn't control. The words hit hard. Memories flickered. Birthdays. Vacations. The day he left, no explanation. Just an absence that never healed. Emily sat by her window. City lights flickered below. Her world tilted. Not broken. Just rearranged. The next morning, she returned. Not to beg for the job. Not to dig deeper into the past. But to close it. He was there. Waiting in the lobby. She approached him. Looked him in the eyes. Thank you. He blinked. For what? For not letting me walk away with only anger. She reached into her purse. Returned the letter. Folded. Uncreased. I'm not ready to forgive you. But I'm ready to stop carrying this weight. He nodded. Silent. Respectful. She turned to leave. But before she did, he called out. Emily. She turned. If the job's still what you want, the offer is yours. A pause. Then she smiled. No. Not like this. Not because of guilt. She walked out. Stronger. Lighter. The past hadn't changed. But she had.